And we have sunrise. Had to get over the forest because normally we don't see the sunrise here on the mountain. We normally see the sunset. Okay, so welcome back to Rock and Rattle Retreat. Yeah, we still got a lot of wood. Okay, we are building up, and the start of it was these footers. Now we've come a ways since the footers, but that was the start of the build-up. And we are going to keep going up, though it's going to take a little longer. So, last we left, we had concrete foundation walls. We've got a wood boiler in the basement. Little bit of rock on the end there. Piles. Okay, so we are taking receipt of lumber supplies in order to actually build up. Luckily we can get these trucks up here. Can't actually get a tractor trailer. The one we tried said he wasn't coming up. Okay, that is a load of pressure treated 2x8s and 2x10s. And they're going over in the big garage. Well, this whole truck full is going over there. So that is our sill plates.
Might be better to leave it this way, that way they can feed it.
Yeah, luckily they bring what they call a Moffat, which is a portable forklift that attaches to the back of the truck. All terrain. Okay. Next up is floor decking. I think the next two things up is floor decking. Three-quarter inch ply. It goes on top of the floor joists, which we haven't gotten yet. At least it's encased in plastic, kind of. Okay, there's two full stacks of that. And then there's a few sheets on that other pile, which is going to get cut up for rim joists, or rim boards on the joists. Yeah, that back wheel came up a little bit. That's probably the max load it can actually lift up there. Alright. Last thing on this truck. This has got rim boards, because what was going to happen is they're going to take the pressure treated lumber and they're going to be sill plates. These pressure treated lumbers, those 2x10s, we're cutting down to approximately 8¼ inches, because 2x8s are 7½ inches. And of course I forgot to press the button when it actually cut. So we have the aftermath here. Don't you just love that grain pattern on the edge of these things? These are not floorboards.
Pressure treated.
We'll probably never see, well, we might see it on the inside of the garages. Just a 1½ inch piece. Goes right down on top of that concrete wall there. These are our floor joists. You notice there's no muffet? Because the way they offload these is just tilt the bed down, extend it out a little bit. Making them touch the ground. And just drive away. Anytime now. There we go. And they just kind of slide on down that truck bed until they hit the ground. The only problem is we don't really want them there where we want them, because we're beginning some weather. So we have to move them ourselves, get the little Kubota out, the bucket on, the forks on. Yeah, bolt-on forks. The other problem is we have a loft, second floor loft. So all of that, all of those floor joists, guess where they are? They're on the bottom of that pile. So we just go and take them off and restack everything in this other garage. It just isn't going to be right, because the second floor is going to be on top of the first floor, and that's just kind of the last thing to go in. So we got to do the first floor, and then we got to put panels up, a weight-bearing wall, 2 weight-bearing walls up where the panels aren't going, and then, of course, the second floor loft goes in. So we're spreading all of these trusses out, not trusses, floor joists, so we can get to the second floor joists, so we can put them on the bottom when we stack them inside that garage back there. A lot of these shorter ones are for the bedroom. longer ones here for, not there, but for the where it goes over for the stairs to go down. They'll line up from one end to the stairs, so they're a little shorter for that. Now you can see the bolt-on forks there. And if you don't have the room to put forks, a separate pair of forks somewhere, these are pretty good. I mean, they do the job. They're not perfect. It's real hard to see the end of them from when you're sitting on the tractor, so you got to tilt them up a bit to see the ends. And sometimes they catch on things because you don't have them perfectly flat. Catches the bottom or the top, so it's just... Alright, we have everything spread out. We got the second floor in stacked already. Now we're taking all of the long ones. Like I said, this was all temporary. So the wife wouldn't let me take two at a time. These are 32 foot long. So I need to pick up one at a time. Back it up. Get them to go down the forks so they're more stable. There we go. Oh. And then I have the house on the left side and the turnaround rock pile on the right side. But you can't see those rocks, but you have to watch out for that so you don't hit those. And then on the left side I have an outhouse that I don't want to hit, and that little extension of the wall. Drive down here a ways and then come up by the well, and of course you got to lift it up to miss the well and those solar panels and the edge of the house over there on the right until we get up on top. Come in too quick to that, it gives you a little curve to it, so you feel off balance. That's the better place to do it, is straight up into the garage. Get over to where I can put it down, because let's see, this is 32 feet. The garage from end to end is 36 feet. Not a lot of room to work with. As you can see, I already have a whole bunch of these sitting here, and they're on wood stringers to keep them off the floor. Kind of get it back on the tips of the actual forks so I can put them up here, stack them up, swing it into place, not have to get off the tractor to move it. Get it to where I want it, or mostly, and then back it out of the garage without hitting the center post. The wife's up there to get them tucked in a little bit more. And then we have LVL showing up in the same spot we just had the floor joists, and they do the same thing. Extend it out, tilt it up, and some of them slide. The bad thing is when he was coming up the mountain, he actually lost one of these that were shorter. Did not videotape it. It went down there with the mule. We strapped it to the top and brought it back up. Okay, also moved all of those over to that pile of floor joists. Now we got another set of lumber coming in. Most of this is for the SIPS panels to be put in the SIPS panels. Because there's a lot of lumber going in between all the SIPS stuff and extra for holding up the ceiling and the second floor. It's just amazing how much actual lumber is in the SIPs. They're supposed to be structurally insulated panels. Well, the structure is actually in all of this extra lumber I gotta buy. A lot of 2x6s, 2x8s, 2x12s, and more LVLs, which is not on this truck. It's on another truck. That would be the tractor trailer parked down on another road that they got to go down and get and bring it up on this little truck here. Well, little truck, it's not that little. And there's what we got here. So there's some LVLs there in the front and more lumber in the back. And then we got, the floor joists for the mudroom sitting on top of the flooring. And then on the other side, we've already got tarped. And that's all the floor joists, all the longer LVLs, and the original LVLs we got in the first load. There we go, in there. And all the floor joists sitting underneath all these tarps. And yes, we got snow. This is after some of that snow, and we got stuff here. So hopefully they're coming back up soon and get a lot of this stuff underneath the tarps put on top of the building, and we'll have a floor. And this might be the last time I can do this with the drone. Fly out of the basement, up, and look at the view. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Subscribe, comment,